Hello and welcome. In this video we will go through the new features that we have released into Valo Teamwork Release 1.18. The biggest enhancement that we have released with Valo Teamwork Release 1.18 is the so-called Enterprise Metadata functionality, allowing you much better control over the metadata that you have for your Office 365 groups. We have also improved greatly the multilingual capabilities within Valo Teamwork based on feedback we've heard from our partners and from our clients, and we have also delivered a big amount of stability and performance fixes into Valo Teamwork with the 1.18 release. So, going into Enterprise Metadata. Starting with version 1.18, with the Teamwork Enterprise subscription, you'll be able to define a much wider variety of metadata for your Office 365 groups. So you'll be able to define things like, say, project manager for your project, project start date, project end date, project status, project ID, and project type field as a drop-down field. And you can have different types of metadata for different types of groups. So for instance, for teams, you can leave out the project manager field and the project start date and project end date, and just have, for instance, the team leader field for groups that are of type teams. And of course, defining the metadata for group owners will be easy. Filtering your groups based on the metadata will be easy for anybody. And if you know how to use SharePoint, you'll be able to define your own custom metadata structure and define your own custom metadata schema as well. Let me show you that quickly. So here we have the front page of Valo Teamwork, and when I now go to order a new group through the new group button, the metadata that will be presented on the order form will depend on the type of group I am ordering. So now I'm creating a new project. Let's call this the release video project. So, as I have chosen to create a project, I will be prompted to type a project manager for this group, choose a project start date, project end date, a project status, project ID, and a project field as well, basically. And not only is this metadata available when I'm ordering a new group, it's also available there when I want to filter the list of visible groups. So for instance, if I want to filter the projects where I am the project manager, I can click to filter based on projects, and on the project manager field I can type my own name and then click on apply, and the view will automatically be filtered to only show the projects where I am the project manager. Or for instance, if I want to instead show teams where I am the team leader, I can also do that, and the view will automatically reflect to show the teams where I am the leader. Looks like in this demo I have not been set as the team leader for any of the teams, so the view will be empty in this case. Now let's say that I have a custom metadata property that I want to add to the projects. For instance, I want to have a Boolean toggle, yes, no toggle, to say if the project is active or not. So I can go to the site content types in the admin side as an administrator. I can go to the project group metadata content type. I can choose to add a new site column. Let's call this column is project active, and let's choose a yes no checkbox for that purpose, and let's type OK. Now, once we have saved this new content type, and as we do a refresh of the page, this metadata will automatically be applied here as well. So when I now choose category, choose a project, the values that I will have here available do include now the is project active on off toggle that I can use when defining the metadata for my groups, as well as filtering the groups based on the metadata I have chosen. All right. Now, coming back to the other enhancements we have made into the release 1.18. We have also massively improved the multilingual capabilities in Valo Teamwork. So, now Teamwork will always be installed in all the 23 plus supported languages that we support with Teamwork, including English, German, Italian, Dutch, Swedish, Norwegian, and a number of other languages. And the language that is shown to the end user is now automatically determined based on the end user's display preferences, i.e. the user profile value or the browser settings which set the preferred language for the end user, given that the end user language is among the 20 plus languages that we support with Valo Teamwork. So, for instance, now you can see that this view here is in English, but let's go to my browser settings, to the language settings here, and let's add, for instance, Italian to the as my preferred language in my browser. So let's add Italian, and let's move that to the top. And then once we go back to the Teamwork site and perform a refresh of the page, what will happen is that all the content here, for example, groups, documents, discussions, and the search box are all now shown in Italian instead of English. So now you don't need to manage multiple site collections anymore when using Teamwork in multiple languages. It will all be available for all users, no matter what languages they prefer. In addition to those two big feature improvements that we have put into Valo Teamwork version 1.18, we have also included a big number of bug fixes and stability and performance enhancements with Valo Teamwork 1.18. For a more detailed list of these, please go to the release notes and have a look at the detailed list of bug fixes and other technical information of 1.18 release. But basically things that we did is that we massively improved the group creation. Previously the group creation could take multiple hours in worst cases due to a issue in the way that Microsoft was handling the Graph API calls. That has been massively improved now. We have also improved compatibility with IE11 browser, as well as making it easier to use Teamwork when on a mobile browser. Also, we have made some fixes to situations where you have a big number of groups visible in your My Groups page, and it will now be smoother in loading all the groups and viewing the groups and filtering the groups as well. Thank you for listening in. We are really excited about all the new great features that we have delivered with Teamwork version 1.18, and we hope that you enjoy using Teamwork 1.18 as much as we have enjoyed making it. For information about how to update in your environment into version 1.18, please contact your Valo partner for performing the update. Thank you and have a nice day.